So to give you a bit of a concrete idea of how bad it is, I just want to look quickly at the process, how it works. How it works is that CSIS, the spy agency in Canada, provides a secret report to 2 ministers who sign a certificate, and then your freedom is gone. You can be detained from that point on. Once the person is arrested and detained, if the court agrees, they can then be transferred to house arrest. And that means, in all the current cases, years and years and years of detention, either in prison or in house arrest.
I have been silent for 12 years between detention and house arrest. This is the first time for me to leave Toronto to speak out about my case. My name is Mohammad Mahjoub. I'm originally from Egypt. I came to Canada in 1995, December 31st. 4.5 years later, I get arrested by RCMP and CIC. Since then, I've been detained in Canada. My first arrest was in Egypt, based on, after I finished my graduation from university, I gave one of my friends my name and my address. Then this individual got arrested by Egyptian authority. Then they linked me with him, which I have never seen him since 1985 until today. However, I got arrested when I was doing my military or my compulsory military service in Egyptian army. I got tortured for a few months. Then they let me go to continue my military service. Then after I finished, they continue harassing me, interrogating me, and they ended up threatening me. You have to choose: one, to stay forever in detention in Egypt, or to leave Egypt. That's why I decided to leave Egypt. When I got arrested in 2000, or in particular on June 26 of 2000, and the first day when I went to Metro West Detention Center, I got beaten up by 5 guards, and they beaten me badly in my spine, which I couldn't walk. Which I couldn't walk for a month and a half. After that, I was in general population till 9/11. A day and a half after 9/11, they took me from general population. They put me in solitary confinement for 2.5 months, naked, without anything. And when I asked a white shirt, which is a captain, a lady captain, took me from my unit to segregation, why you are taking me for? She said, we deport you to the United States. What for? She said, because of 9/11. I said to her, I don't have nothing to do with 9/11, guys. And a day later, after I was in segregation, again, a bunch of my jailers threatened me to kill me. Each time something happened to me, I filed complaint. I stood for my dignity from the beginning. And first day, when I got beaten, I filed complaint, which I was illiterate in English. But I did my best to write as much as I can to raise my concern to the authority. They put me in segregation under suicide watch in a dark cell There is no window. There is no light for 15 days. 15 days without washroom. Once a day, my jailer has to go. Whenever I use the washroom, for number one, sorry to say it, or number two, I have to stay all day smelling myself almost naked. There is nothing in my cell. And they give me a paper cup if I have some water, and I can clean myself after I use the toilet. However, they put me, when I was in segregation, there is no heat, in particular in my cell. I swear by Allah, there is no heat whatsoever. There is no air conditioning in summertime. In winter time, I can't walk, I can't stand, I can't do anything. I was sitting. If I try to do something, I have to move my hand outside of the blanket for a couple of minutes. Then when it became cold, very cold, I have to change my hand. Again, I was subject to strip search any moment to leave my cell. For instance, if I see my lawyer, I have to be strip searched. Before and after, shower, same thing. See a doctor, same thing. To go to court, the same thing. Especially me, not anybody else. I stood for my right. And I will continue. I will never give up to stand up for my right.